Very nice, very nice. Welcome back to the command center. It's currently 1:51 in the morning. I'm sitting here. And the year hasn't properly started, but I put a little too much work into making sure we hit the ground running here on RKP that I already feel tired. I already feel burnt out. Be that as it may, I'm gonna yap for a few minutes about how it feels. Being a creator in the current landscape can be daunting to say the least, because there's so much you have to deal with. It's not just the need to perform. It's not just the ethical tug of war between being entertaining and being authentic versus being entertaining. It's not just all of the logistics that go into being a successful creator and how some people can just go and just do it and be entertaining without having to worry about the logistics, even when they're going in a paraprofessional or professional direction with it. They just not care. It's so many layers. There's so many layers to making sure that you could do this and to do it on your terms and to do it ethically. And a lot of the times it means a lot of mental stack and struggle, and that translates into a layer of stress that holds you down. I'm already a stressed person, okay? I'm stressed and paranoid from so many things going on in my personal life, not to mention that the world as we know it, the developed first world of Western civilization, you know, the thing low-key built on capitalism, exploitation, and specifically pedophilia, it's burning down, actually. That whole developed Western world is burning down outside, and it's only going to get worse. And that is its own world of stressors, right? But the stress, even in my hobbies, in the sphere of my hobbies, especially content creation, is weighing me down. But I wanted to see if this thought experiment of talking about it and then explaining things that help me get through it could actually help me get through it. There's a whole cavalcade of videos that I want to make, some of which are scripted, some of which are done, some of which need extensive research, and I just feel like I have no energy. But also, there is no way to wait until I have energy. The people want to see me. I do appreciate those who are locked in, and those who are locked in wanting to see more of me, wanting to hear more of me, at least in this context. I think I owe it to them to try to work through this as quickly and as holistically as possible. But how do you get the juices flowing? A lot of the things I like to do involve taking it slow and not rushing for anyone. So the one really quick flush out all of the tiredness, all of the exhaustion technique that actually works for me is to put something out anyway. It is to go and to create and interact with others. It's to reach out. It is the only, hey, get over burnout quickly thing that actually works in my experience. And this might not work for you, because we have learned that in this wide world there are different types of people, and that the same issue or group of issues affect different groups of people in different ways, right? This might not work for you, but sometimes if you feel stressed by the amount of hypothetical workload, stressed by things going on in your personal life. I got bad news today. Sidebar. I got some bad news today. Some really bad news. that is going to affect everything going on in my life. The small amount of government assistance I did receive that helped me manage things going on in my household, that took some financial burden off of me, was essentially revoked. It will be months until I would be able to gain it again, have access to that support again. The beginning of the year is always rough for me financially. There are $3 to $4K in taxes that I don't have due to last year's financial emergencies looming, and I'm currently strategizing about how properly to pay it back because I have been saving, and even though I have a decent amount saved up and a decent amount tied up in investments, it's still not enough to pay the taxes. And the taxes aren't too big or too small. It's just that, I'm going to have to get a payment plan, or because I can't trust my employer to actually give me the good hours because my contracting job pays well, but the schedule is shit. It is what it is, what it ain't. This is not a quitting economy, as you know. And I got some really bad news regarding that, and it really soured my whole opinion on how the next 3 months would play out. I was prepared to tackle everything with full strength, and now I just feel so deflated. And I think that is a big contributor to why I've been feeling so down, not emotionally, but just energy-wise. It's not just things like my sleep schedule has gotten worse, because I've just been up all night shit posting, but also working on cool stuff for RKP. I've just been creating this backlog. It's not like the middle of the year for the past 2 going on 3 years where there's been an actual backlog. These are things that are on the to-do list, but can be tackled one thing at a time, and I'm trying to do it all at once. So I decided to take a step back and make this video, because when it's a backlog, or when it's a to-do list, and it's all things that don't necessarily have to even be done, much less be done soon, and it's stressing you out, then you have to realize that the first thing you have to do is to deprioritize it. First thing you have to do is deprioritize or reprioritize it, reshuffle it in your mind. And the second thing you have to do is just do something. Do anything. And that's what this video is exercising. So, sidestepping, or rather backstepping, back into what I was originally talking about. There's a lot of things going on, and I'm just like, it's making it hard to get those creative juices flowing. But the easiest thing to do when I'm backed up is to just attempt to create anyway. So, time management, or rather, compartmentalization, reprioritization, time management, and then create are the 4 steps that personally help me get the momentum going to create again. And I'm hoping that perhaps applying this flow state, or rather this little checklist, to something creative, or any kind of creative burnout that you might be facing, could help you in the future. I know that my audience is kind of curating itself, and that the curation seems to be, do I think I know the founder well, and do I also create? So I want to reach those 2 kinds of people with this message, and we'll see if it helps them. Normally, this is something I would put in Rising Vigor, but Rising Vigor has been canceled for about a year. It's been on indefinite hiatus, soft cancel. It's something I want to bring back. It's something I maybe want to bring back. I think we need positive messages, roughly anywhere between 1 and a roughly 30-second to 10-minute video every Monday morning, 8 a.m. I think it's something we can do. But that's just me talking to myself. I want you to bounce this off, or rather, I want me to bounce this off of you in the comments. Please tell me if these steps help you, and then I also want to hear what helps you get that momentum going. What helps you recharge and refocus when you just feel so exhausted creatively from things going on, whether it be your creative workload, other workloads, other flows, other stressors in your life. I do want to hear it. I do have a vested interest in hearing that. This is your reminder to keep it locked here at RKP. I can't wait to, interact with you, have this conversation, take to the comics. Please like, share, sub if you haven't, hype it up. I'm glad to be seeing you guys in the videos full force. Makes me feel way better about the situation. And I'll see you guys when I see you. Kamen out.